So, welcome everyone. Super excited for our call tonight, and I'm so happy that everyone could join us live. I'm Stacy Cook, and tonight I'm joined by Sherry Placco and Tracy Black, and we are diving into one of the hardest working organs in your body, your liver. The liver is kind of an unnoticed organ that you don't really think about until it starts to struggle. And then you really are going to think about it because your liver never takes a day off. It is quietly doing hundreds of jobs every single minute. By the end of this class, you'll understand why the liver is so important, how to tell when it needs help, and some simple ways to support your liver. So, tonight, what we're going to cover is why you may still feel off. Whether it's pesky weight you can't lose or the brain fog, there will be clues that your liver is struggling. So, we're going to talk about signs your liver needs extra support, why the liver even matters, since it's responsible for over 500 body functions. It matters a lot. Some lifestyle tips to support your liver, just like basic things you could start doing right now that are going to make your liver a lot happier. And then some simple daily liver support options for you. And we'll save some time at the end if you have any questions, but you're also welcome to use the chat for questions too. So, why you still feel off? Toxins don't take a day off, and neither does your liver. It works constantly to protect you, but it needs our support to keep up. You are in the right place tonight if you've ever said to yourself, I'm so tired, but my labs are fine. My hormones are a mess and nothing's helping. I'm bloated all the time. My skin's dull, my energy's low, and I feel stuck. And this next one is one that I feel like gets so many of us. I can't lose weight no matter what I try, even when you're eating all the right things and feel healthy. Or I'm waking up every night between 1 and 3 a.m. Like you roll over and the clock always says 3 a.m. Why? I know that feeling. So these are all signs that your body is asking for help. When your liver gets overloaded, it can't keep up with filtering hormones, toxins, and sugar the way it's supposed to. So if you feel it in you, so you start to feel that in your energy, your digestion, your skin, and even your mood. So let's talk about how your liver supports the body and really start to understand just how incredible this organ really is. It's a totally underrated organ. Your liver filters about a liter of blood every minute. That's 250 gallons every single day. So just in your mind, envision 250 milk gallon jugs filled with your blood. And then imagine that that all goes through your liver every day. Like it is a ton of work that your liver is doing. So the liver is filtering toxins from the blood, ensuring harmful substances are processed and eliminated. So everything you eat, drink, breathe, even touch is processed through your liver. It breaks down toxins from food, environmental chemicals, alcohol, and medications. Now, some of you have probably already focused on getting toxins out of your life, right? You've ditched the toxic cleaners. You probably already, got the synthetic fragrances out of your home, and that's awesome. It takes stress off the liver. But think about how many years you were flooding your body with those toxins and dumping those things into your system. I know I have a good decade's worth of Bath and Body Works cherry blossom to detox. So, your liver has to do a lot of heavy lifting, and it may still be working to flush those things out. Your liver also plays a key role in your digestion by metabolizing carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So your liver makes bile to assist digestion of fats. That also allows you to absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, K. Those are all fat-soluble vitamins. And it facilitates that storage of those vitamins and mineral storage too. How many people have heard or have been told that you're mineral deficient? Maybe it's a liver issue more than a mineral or vitamin consumption issue. So your liver also produces and regulates your hormones, balancing bodily functions such as metabolism, growth, and reproductive health for your overall well-being. Now, did you know that your liver uses cholesterol to make estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and even thyroid hormones? So we don't necessarily need to vilify cholesterol. We just need to make sure our liver is thriving so cholesterol can be taken up in the body and used the way it was designed. Now, here's a fact that might surprise you. 1 in 4 Americans already have some form of fatty liver disease. That's over 100 million people. This is why liver support isn't optional, it is essential. So let's talk about signs your liver is overworked. I want you to think for a minute about the layers that your liver has to deal with, right? You've got the food you eat. Was it organic? Were there pesticides in it? Was it stored in plastic? Your liver has to address all of that. Then your environment. Maybe you're still working to get some of the toxins out of your home. Maybe your neighbors just had their yard sprayed with chemicals. And then your pest control guy came over and he sprayed the foundation of your house. And all of those indirect exposures to toxins are impacting your liver. And then you have a glass of wine with dinner, and your liver has to process the alcohol. And then maybe you are on a medication and your liver has to process that. It is nonstop working for you all the time. So your poor liver is going to get overwhelmed, and the ability to detoxify slows down. So when your liver isn't functioning properly, you'll feel it. And some of the clues can look like fatigue or brain fog. Your liver is key to your energy levels. Like we said, waking up between 1 and 3 a.m., and that's because this is a key time for your liver to detox and repair itself. And difficulty losing weight. Metabolic health in many ways is related to your liver health, especially when it comes to being able to process fat and use fat for energy. You may have cravings for sugar or carbs, feel puffy or retaining water, bloating, slow digestion, constipation or irregularity, even sensitivity to alcohol or caffeine or strong smells. Um, Nausea or discomfort after fatty food. Again, you need a healthy liver to process dietary fats effectively. PMS, mood swings, hot flashes. Hormone function begins in the liver. So while we can do a whole lot to regulate our hormones, taking care at the root with a healthy liver is really essential. Low libido, irritability, skin breakouts, dullness or redness, feeling anxious, emotional, easily overwhelmed. All those things are clues that your liver needs a little bit of attention. Now, we have to mention the gut and liver connection too, because your gut and your liver work hand in hand. So if your gut is inflamed or leaky, it can send those toxins that are getting flushed through the liver right back into your bloodstream, forcing your liver to work twice as hard. So that's why supporting your gut with things like fiber, hydration, probiotics, that's one of the best ways you can protect your liver long term. Think of it like this, like a happy gut equals a happier liver. Um, so I'm going to hand this off to Sherry now, and she's going to talk a little bit more about the phases of detox in the liver.
Thank you so much, Stacy. And thank you everyone for joining us tonight. So I'm going to start talking about how our liver is meant to work. I mean, all of our body parts were designed to do what they're supposed to do. Sometimes we just have to help it along a little bit. So there are 3 phases in the detox process for the liver. The first one is called activation or biotransformation. So in this step, this is where your liver will take toxins and it starts to break them down, making them water soluble so that they move into the next stage. But here's the tricky part. In this phase, toxins actually become more dangerous than they were before. Your body is actually going to often store them in fat to slow down the damage until they can be neutralized and eliminated. That's why antioxidants are so important during phase 1. Antioxidants protect your cells from free radical damage while your liver is doing all that work. If you're not fully cleansing during this stage of your liver's detox, you might notice some of the things. You could feel tired or sluggish even when you get enough sleep. You might have digestive issues like bloating, nausea, indigestion, or constipation. You might have rashes, acne, or itchy skin. You could have headaches or brain fog. You could have mood swings, sensitivity to alcohol, caffeine, or strong smells. You could have hormonal balances or even weight gain. And like Stacy was talking about, you could have trouble sleeping, especially waking between 1 and 3 a.m. How many of you here wake between 1 and 3 a.m.? Did you think it was maybe just because you had to go pee? It's actually because that's when your liver's working the hardest, and maybe it's kind of not able to do what it needs to do. That 1 to 3 time is when your liver is working its hardest. And that's a sign it might need a little bit of help. Phase 2 is called conjugation or neutralization. In this phase, your liver is attaching other molecules to those toxins it's trying to get rid of, making them water soluble and easier and safe to remove from your body. Now, when phase 2 isn't working well, toxins build up again in the body. And in this phase, if it's not really doing what it should, you could notice you have clammy hands or difficulty tolerating exercise, poor sleep or waking up in the middle of the night, water retention or swelling, muscle cramps. Muscle cramps is a sign of phase 2 detox kind of not doing everything it should. Bad breath, cloudy urine, sinus congestion. Yes, our liver impacts all of these things. And also a white coating on your tongue can be indicative of that. Now, the best support for phase 2 of detox comes from cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, dark leafy greens, selenium, vitamin C, and red spinach. And they're key ingredients of some supplements that we're going to be talking about in a few moments. And then finally, phase 3 is elimination. Whenever anyone hears the word detox, isn't that what everyone thinks about, right? You're just getting it out and going. You're just going to the bathroom, you're getting it all out. Well, that's where the liver sends all of these neutralized toxins out of your body. It's through your bile, through your urine, through your stool, through your sweat, and even your tears. So here's the fun truth. Peeing, pooping, sweating, and even crying are all forms of detox because all of those things have worked their way through your liver. That's why it's so important that you keep these pathways open and moving. Holistic wellness centers often help people detox more effectively by encouraging gentle movement like rebounding, like those little mini trampolines or vibration plates to help move your lymph system. I love my vibration plate. Sauna sessions to help you sweat out your toxins. And of course, staying hydrated to support that elimination through your urine and bile. So if you've ever had like a sweaty workout or you've cried it out for a while and then all of a sudden you felt lighter afterwards, it's because you were helping your liver detox. So I know that's a lot hearing about those stages, but now let's talk about what we do about it. So Young Living has created this amazing system called the Daily Detox Duo. So let's talk about how we can help it thrive. So when we support all 3 phases of that detox with the right nutrients, the foods we eat, with hydration, with movement and supplements, your body can safely release what it doesn't need. And that's how you're going to start feeling lighter, clearer, and more energized. Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, once said, you can't have a toxic liver and be in good health. And that's why they've created this. So this duo, it's a 2-part system. It's a liver tone capsule and a whole body cleanse powder. And each one has a different role in the detox stages of detox, from breaking down toxins to neutralizing to eliminating. So let's kind of take a little peek at them. So the first one is liver tone. So liver tone is a capsule. Easy. No worries about flavoring. It is combines plant-based ingredients that support both phase 1 and 2 of the body's natural detoxification process. So again, it's that stage where it's breaking down and neutralizing them so we can safely eliminate them from our body. But what's also cool is that it promotes vascular protection, which means it making your blood vessels healthier. That means it's great for circulation, heart health, and even those pesky varicose veins. I don't know about some of you ladies, but pregnancy was not kind to me and varicose veins. So another great benefit is healthy insulin metabolism. That's all anyone talks about anymore, correct? So liver tone is especially supportive for anyone who's insulin resistant or for women with a waist over 35 inches and men over 40 inches. And because hormones rely on a clean, well functioning liver, liver tone naturally helps to protect our hormone balance too. It's amazing to think how much our liver impacts all of the other functioning parts of our body. So now let's kind of talk about some of the ingredients in here. This has NAC, which is a precursor to glutathione, which is your body's master antioxidant that protects our cells. It also has broccoli seed extract. So this is cool because it activates your body's own antioxidant defenses. It lowers inflammation and it can actually help detoxify heavy metals in our body. It also has artichoke leaf, which stimulates bile production, and it has milk thistle. And you've probably heard of this one because it's the #1 herb that's known for liver protection. It supports clear skin, balanced cholesterol, steady blood sugar, strong bones, lactation if you're in that stage of life, and hormone harmony, which all are going to help your liver start detoxing naturally. It also has red spinach leaf, which is rich in natural nitrates that turns into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide actually relaxes and widens your blood vessels, so it's improving blood flow and oxygen delivery throughout your entire body. So when you put it all together, liver tone isn't just going to help your liver work better. It's going to support your heart, your hormones, your metabolism, and your energy. And if you're familiar with Young Living, if you pair this with some Ningxia Red, that super antioxidant drink, you're just giving it an extra antioxidant punch. So that's liver tone. Now comes the part 2 of the duo. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's a powder. How many of you here are afraid of powdered supplements? Because you just don't know how it's going to taste. Yeah. I like to put everything in my smoothie, and sometimes I've tried some and it ruined the whole smoothie and I had to throw it away. Don't worry about this one, guys. It tastes like pineapple. So it's yummy. It's good. So this is the product that's all about the elimination. So we're talking your sweat, your urine, and the poop. Every single one of those elimination routes passes through your liver. So that's why we need something to kind of help move that along. So this is designed to support that phase 3 when the toxins are getting flushed out. So this contains soluble fiber. So it's kind of like a little broom for your colon. It's kind of sweeping away everything that shouldn't be in there. It again is a powerful blend of antioxidants and has multiple fiber sources that nourish your gut bacteria and help support that regularity. It's made with a polyphenol fiber matrix, which includes apples, carrots, blueberries, cranberries, spinach, baobab fruit, prickly pear juice, which, okay, listen to this, guys. Prickly pear juice actually helps reduce water retention. Yes, please. And green tea, which is great for restoring gut health. There's also a little bit of flaxseed and fennel in there for extra digestive support. Another cool thing about this powder, that instead of sugar, it uses Reb M. And Reb M is a sweetener that's actually derived from fermented sugarcane. So it's super cool. It has 0 sugar side effects and it supports a healthy blood sugar balance. There's also cactus fruit, which helps your body release that excess water. So maybe like think about trimming your waistline or saying goodbye to those swollen ankles or cankles if you've ever been there. And then again, the cool part is the green tea in this formula because it is also fermented and combined with apple cider vinegar. So it's giving you the benefits of like a probiotic and ferments all in one scoop. So it's everything you should be doing for your gut and liver every day. So how do you drink it? Well, you can mix it in a little bit of water. You can put it in some juice or with Ningxia Red. Now, when do you take it? I like to take it at night. We have heard from when Stacy talked about how our liver functions and those side effects of if it's not doing well. We know our liver is doing its work overnight. So I like to take this right before I go to bed so that it's giving my liver everything it needs to do its work while I'm sleeping. I know that was a lot of info, but now I'm going to pass it over to Tracy, and she is going to help us learn about other ways to support our liver and help it detox.
Okay, thank you so much, Sherry. That was awesome. Okay, so lots of great learning tonight. And I wanted to introduce one more thing. Okay, so this is a bonus. Definitely start with the Detox Duo, but this is a bonus that you can do as well. So this is JuvaFlex. So we can't have a liver cleanse class without talking about oils. And this is one of the best blends out there for liver support. So JuvaFlex is this incredible mix of fennel, helichrysum, rosemary, blue tansy, geranium, Roman chamomile, and a special oil that you can't even buy individually. It's anise oil. So this blend works on both the physical and the emotional level. And what it does is it helps to support detoxification through the liver, and it helps you to process emotions that get stored in the liver, like frustration, resentment, and anger. So I don't know about you, right? But I can kind of get at sort of this stage of life. I feel like I deal with a lot of just like irritation. It's not like full blown anger, but it's like, oh, somebody didn't put the dishes away or somebody didn't take out the trash. I don't know if you're with me, but it's just like all these little things, right? Just kind of like irritate me. And that's like my liver. That's where I'm like storing all of those emotions. So let's look more at what each oil does as far as like how it helps. Okay. So helichrysum is restorative. It helps your liver cells recover and regenerate. Geranium, that's going to help relax your nervous system. It helps to bring that sense of like calm and balance. Then you've got Roman chamomile, which promotes this sort of inner peace and emotional steadiness. I need all the Roman chamomile. Fennel encourages feelings of well being and contentment. Rosemary, you may already know this, but rosemary helps to support the brain, mental clarity, and focus. So, this is perfect when you feel you've got brain fog. Blue tansy is very well researched for releasing stored emotions like anger, frustration, resentment, or like me, irritation, or some of those other intense feelings. And then you've got anise. So anise is fantastic. It's unique to this blend. It helps to relieve gas, bloating, and indigestion, but it also helps to regulate blood sugar, and it even supports menstrual comfort and better sleep. So together, these oils do far more than cleanse. In addition to cleansing the body, it also helps to release those emotional toxins that can weigh us down. So it supports that emotional balance for overall wellness. It promotes healthy liver function and detoxification. It encourages relaxation through natural ingredients. It enhances overall wellness and vitality, and it aids in detoxification and cleansing processes. So, for deeper liver support, try applying JuvaFlex over your liver with a castor oil pack. So, what you're going to do is mix about 2 tablespoons of castor oil with about 5 drops of JuvaFlex, and you apply it to the right side just under the rib cage. You cover it with like a waterproof pack, and you just kind of let that work overnight. And you can do this every day for about 30 days. So let's talk about some other lifestyle tips. Okay. What else you can do to love on your liver daily? So beyond supplements. Like we talked about earlier, your liver does its best detoxing between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So the simplest thing you can do is go to bed earlier. Gosh, I struggle with this one so much, but going to bed earlier is really going to help to support your liver. The other thing that you can do is to drink at least half your body weight of water in ounces each day. So whether that's, grabbing a water bottle and kind of like making a note of how many you're doing, right? Like note it on there, kind of figuring that out, but making sure you're well hydrated, that's really going to help your liver. The other thing that you can do is move your body. Even a 30-minute walk is going to help your liver to pump that blood and move the lymph. Okay. So it's going to be really good for you. Managing your stress, everything from deep breathing, of course, our essential oils, right, is going to be great for that. Prayer, journaling, those are all things that help to calm the nervous system. And then finally, something else that you can do is to avoid the late night eating. So you can either digest or detox, but your body can't do both at the same time. So in addition to, going to bed earlier, just make sure you're avoiding eating late at night, just so that your liver can do what it needs to do. Okay. So kind of bringing this all together. Okay. Let's talk about a 90-second daily detox. So let's make it really simple and you can support your liver in just 90 seconds a day. Super easy, right? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take 2 liver tone capsules daily. You're going to mix in a scoop of whole body cleanse in water, juice, or Ningxia Red. And then before bed, you're going to apply 5 drops of Juvaflex to the bottom of your feet or directly over your liver. That's it. 2 capsules, 1 scoop, 1 oil. Try it for 30 days and then pay attention to your energy and your digestion and mood. And something else that I want to let you guys know is you could join us. We're going to be doing a liver detox or liver protocol, like Love Your Liver Protocol, in November. So this is the perfect time to get it. And I'll share some more details with you in just a second. But here's something to keep in mind. Your liver performs more than 500 jobs every single day. Just hearing Stacey talk about how much the liver filters your blood, that was like mind-boggling to me. So your liver is working so hard and it deserves your support. And when you care for your liver, you're going to be caring for your hormones, your skin, your metabolism, and your emotional balance. So take the challenge. Come join us for 30 days. We're going to be starting November. Get it now. Get the daily detox duo or the trio. And then we will be doing it together, taking it, doing that 90-second liver support, as well as, focusing on lifestyle factors like hydrating, moving, making sure we're getting our sleep. You'll be amazed at how much your body's going to love you and thank you for doing it. So how do you get started? Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to connect with a person who referred you to this class and ask them for their link and say, I want that coupon code. They're going to give you a coupon code to get 10% off your first order. And if you make your first order a loyalty order, you're also going to get 10 points, kind of like store credit and a free oil. So just kind of a nice little freebie that Young Living is going to give you. Young Living is actually who makes these supplements, and it's going to be so good. The other thing is when you stay in loyalty rewards for at least 2 months, they're going to give you a diffuser in that second month. Remember, we talked about better sleep and helping with stress. Guess what helps with that? When you diffuse oils, it's going to be so great. You can put lavender next to your bed. Best sleep ever, right? You can diffuse some stress away. That's going to be fantastic for stress. But you'll get that free diffuser when you spend at least 50 PB on your second month on loyalty. And of course, you're probably going to want to get this again and again and again so that you can keep supporting your liver. So once you grab that set, you'll be able to save 24% off on future orders, and reordering is really simple. And then it's really easy to share with a friend. And here's what I would suggest. Grab it. And then when you get your own link, you can invite a friend or a family member to come join you and do this challenge with us in November. It's going to be amazing. Like I said, I had a lot of aha moments during this class going, oh my gosh, that I have that symptom. That's a sign that I thought was totally unrelated, but it's all about my liver. So I cannot wait to do this. And we would love to have you join us doing it. Okay, so next up, we'll have a couple of minutes for Q&A if you've got any questions. But in the meantime, take a screenshot. Make sure you're following Sherry, Stacey, and I on social media because we share quite a bit on non-tox, low-tox living, as well as ways to stay healthy. But again, make sure you refer back to the person who referred you to this class so that you can join us in the Liver Love challenge that we're going to be doing next month.